Oh, sorry I'm late, everybody. My kitten fell asleep on my arm, and the law dictates that I could not move until she decided to move. So, few minutes late, but not too much. Austin, thank you so much for the lurk. I have your stream up as well. Have fun playing The Witcher. We are throwing it back big time tonight to the very first game that I ever streamed on my first Twitch channel that I shared with a friend that we started back during the pandemic. And we started this game and we never finished it. So, who wants to date Colonel Sanders? Who wants Streamlabs to play nice and capture the game? Come on. Do the thing. Oh, there we go. All right. So, yeah, this is I Love You, Colonel Sanders, a finger-licking good dating simulator. Yes, it's exactly what it sounds like. We'll get started. Tell us your name, Ren. Biscuits and chicken. Delicious. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. That's the worst alarm clock I've ever heard in my life. Hi, Horcrux! Or you could wake up. Now, now, now! The first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Throw the clock out the window. Sleep forever. He slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already? You might not be cut out for this. Well, I give up. Does it just take me back to the main menu? It sure does. Yeah, worst alarm clock I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so I lost the game, like approximately 1 minute in. Let's try that again, shall we? So we don't throw the clock out the window. That is not the first choice we want to make. Sleep softly, blah, 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 blah. Alarm clock. Worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Smack that clock! Up and at 'em. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. That might be the most redundant school name I've ever heard in my life. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. I gotta take this seriously. I already failed once by throwing my clock out the window. We're not doing that again. We gotta get up. Better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Bust through your morning checklist. Teeth equals brushed. Hair combed. Pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. I hated that eating sound. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. That biscuit does look really good, though. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. She's precious. Good morning, Ren! Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, He goes, I sure am! Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. 3-day only semesters, if only. The sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk. Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower? And that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? I sure can. They look great. You did a really good job. You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. No, my custom spoons! Hey! It's Ashley. Ashley? Ashley. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Ren's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Listen, I don't need a video game to call me out on my chicken legs, okay? Like, I don't. Ugh, can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she has to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. Anyone knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the Man-Man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. You rang. Why does dude got better makeup than me? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. First day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers! Ugh! Who the hell are you? And why the hell are you? As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Oh, he tooted. I'm assuming that's what sound that was. Oopsie. I think it's woken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Ren. So, are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Aww. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? It's most definitely just you, Miriam. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Hi, Carlos! You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Ah, yes. Chicken math. The scruffy-looking Pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of class. Adorable! Oh, he looks like a corgo with eyebrows. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? He must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please, call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm Chewy! Someone close the window! And then he walks in. Hi, Bright Bell! You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... It isn't my favorite student. Harland... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats-a-Lot. Aha! Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Well, that's unnecessary. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Ren sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Thanks, Miriam. Just gotta take a moment here. Clean the garage. Ooh, that's no fun. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears. There will be blood. There might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Do you recognize me? This is my third year in this school with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. I love him. He is perfect. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. I've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? I mean, I feel like chicken snack because it's the Colonel Sanders dating sim. But maybe that's too on the nose. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna go chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Nailed it. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Yuck! You see other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. That's their mistake. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey Ren, there's still a seat here! It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. 2 good options, but which will you choose? Sisters before misters. Gotta go with my bestie. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. I'll get to know him later. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll have a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. Time for a pop quiz. Yay, a quiz about me! This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knife sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. I'm looking at you, Pop. That's right! Forest is to tree, as chicken is to... feather? Yay! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork, though. What food is best for a broken heart? Camel meat. Anything, as long as it is prepared with love and not too much salt. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. Total score is... perfect score, 5 out of 5. Wow, be honest, did you cheat? You look up to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. Nailed it. I know we just met, but I have to confess, I think you have a beautiful brain. That's the way to a girl's heart. Compliment her brain. Hot diggity, Ren! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Hell yeah. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! That was fast. Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shh! Yank, yank, yank. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Aha! That must be the smell I smelled! Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Chicken. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What, do you think that we want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Psh, nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him! He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up as she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was like just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Hi, Jelly! Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his! This is a Colonel Sanders dating simulator. It's exactly as ridiculous as it sounds. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates. Dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Oh no, it opened a black hole! Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Towards the light. Well, I feel like I've seen this before. You might have. It's been around a long, long time. Culinary heart. The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. KFC guy, yes, yes. What a guy. Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man? For a flavor? Are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Approach. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha, how bold to come out and ask. Where do you get a staff? It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. This is the first time that I've played it since I played it on my old channel that has long since been retired. So I'm like, maybe I'll actually finish it this time. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aww.
You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient. You can't tell. I use... redacted. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Redacted? Wow! You'd never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is still in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, sitting in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Let's just be chill. Be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. Flavors were complex but comforting. Interplay between salty, savory, and peppery. It was perfect. I appreciate the compliment. Ren! I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. Step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Looks like I'm in Hell's Kitchen. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? Team of 2, that is. Me and you, if that was clear. Want to be my partner?
Aww.
Sure, Red. I'll prepare our station. Thought you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Oh my, 2 potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like we'll have to pick 4. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Obviously Clank. Obviously the robot and not the weird little man-child. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about it. Look at that face. That is a face. He has a face. It's right there. And it's kind of adorable. How dare you say he not have a face? Bzzz. Look, him smiling. It's so cute. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two, for today's lesson we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare, octopus. Pretty sure we're gonna go with mashed potatoes. Always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes and gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Apparently mashed potatoes was the correct choice. I'm shocked. This is my shocked face. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? His hair is a freaking star. It's literally in the shape of a star. How does he do that? I'm kind of impressed. No, geez, Van. I'm over here crushing Ren's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Music is intense. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them in boiling water and turns his attention towards you and your old friend. Oh, howdy there, Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet here? Actually, no. It looks like Ren was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateurs who need a lot of mentoring. I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Turn down the volume on the game. This music is very loud. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for the Colonel if you don't watch out. What a bitch. Indeed! What a bitch. How dare she? That's my man. Kitchens are full of knives, I'm just saying. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. My forever bestie, for sure. She's gonna have my back. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust vis-a-vis my skills as a chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Ren is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mass texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I wish that I could make my hands go on autopilot while cooking. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Where did he get a gravy boat and or gravy? Where was he keeping that? Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. And now I really want some mashed potatoes. Oh, a wink! Yes. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaving sporkful up when you see Ashley with a sinister look. You know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Take that, bitch. Van, do something, do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Probably not. Hold on, right there, Ren. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Gross.
Can I hash potatoes face?
Van rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe forged by my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. This ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rust and may have turned to the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. Oh, well, Van just committed a murder. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. Oh no, he's a ghost! It killed him! Oh no! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. I mean, he can die. That'd be okay. That's fine. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless statues. Class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Aw, come on! You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. But dem stars, though. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow. What neon? There's no neon? Okay. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Ren? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream. Day and night. Never stopping. Never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them, like wishes floating on a shooting star. Ooh. Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long, sad sigh.
Hello there.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me, 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 me. I'm the hero. Spork monster. It's here to fight a hero. Hello there. I did not hear the hello there go off, but I saw the thingy. It's very delayed, or did it not? Did it go off? Anyway, Spork Monster! I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard? And connecting with another chef on an emotional level. What's happening is I'm trying to seduce Colonel Sanders, and there's a Spork Monster, and one of the other chefs in my 3-day cooking college killed a guy with undercooked octopus. Served on a battle axe. There you go! Now you're all caught up. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence! What will you do? Should know better than to ask? Yeah. Should I do this just like how I play Pokemon and do all attack, no offend? Offend? Defend. Lots of offend. Anyway. Attack! Cook with love. Is it super effective? Does 1 damage. It just got real. Offend muchly, yes. That attack really upset the Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Attack you back. Worked last time, right? Cook with love. 1 damage. Spork Monster won't forget this. Really feeling threatened by your attack. Focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack! Which attack will you use? Well, seeing as I still only have one attack, I think I'm gonna use that one. At this rate, the semester will probably be over before this fight is. Probably, but you know what? Here we are. Spork Monster's no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Utilitensile, you take 2 damage. Ouchie. Attack. Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. I have my chicken staff. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Hot Pie Power Punch! Does 10 damage. It's super effective. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Spare this wretched beast. Ugh. You managed to tamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast. Until you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. Don't you do it! Don't do it! Sorry, I got thirsty. There's a lot of talking involved with this game. I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back like you said. I forgot my Spork Monster voice for a second there. Gonna have weird dreams from the start? I mean, maybe. I don't control what you dream about. Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. Left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. Chicken-mancy? It's a library card tucked inside. Last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Night-night! The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. I love that I have, like, a Kung Fu chicken above my bed and, like, a K-pop group above my desk. And a jewelry box that looks like a KFC chicken bucket. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you, and you are tucked in tightly. Swaddle me. Swaddle me, chicken daddy. Chicken commands you to summon chickens, control chickens, raise chickens from the dead. All of the above. Yes. Good night, my colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Zzz. Flying chicken. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories? Or premonitions? Then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. It's because I'm great. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Like him? Like? I know, it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? I'm shocked. It's not like he has main character syndrome or anything. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he got voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he— wait, I'm sorry, hold on. He was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. Are you telling me right now, Miriam, that this man was prom king and turned into a convertible like a transformer, but also he was riding in the convertible that was himself in the front of the parade? Is that what you're telling me right now, Miriam? How? How is this possible? Thinking maybe something got lost in pressure cooker language translation there. He's Optimus Prime. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, even Optimus Prime doesn't sit in his own self when he's a truck. I have a lot of questions, and I know I'm not gonna get any answers to them. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school, the most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. He even swaddled me. I'm just saying, it's getting pretty serious. Yeah, don't ask questions. Just don't. There will be no answers. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Yes. It seems a little underhanded. Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. Damn right I am. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients, Miriam? Why do you do that? Bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure that you're alone before continuing. So this summer when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. And if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Oh my god. This man made this poor girl a drug mule, didn't he? Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. Oh my god. I was mostly joking, but it seems like that is actually the case. Oh, you. Oh. Miriam, why are you like this? He was so nice he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted. Oh my god, she got high as balls. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. We're not staying in touch with your pen pal drug dealer. We're not doing this. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Ah. It sounds like my bestie is a big fucking idiot, but I have known her a lot longer than I have known the Colonel. It's never a bad idea to have a I guess, but you should probably not meet your plug in a botanical garden when you're on vacation. Fine. Ingredient. Has to stay secret. Too bad I told her the ingredient! She's my bestie. I have to. She nods furiously. Told me that he uses redacted. Never would have guessed that, would you? Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. My Colonel. On a pony! It's Colonel Sanders! He's arriving at school. Just gonna admire his majestic glory. I gotta play it cool, you know? I can't, like, run in and be like, oh my god! No, I gotta just be like, hey, how's it going? Nice horse. Whenever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Yeah! Gon' get! You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize that anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment... having a strong... You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Ren just gets really nervous around people they like. Thanks, Miriam. Thank you. Very helpful. What? This is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning and we're up all night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. I kind of wish that she did not try. Bought the Golf Friends DLC. Nice! I don't think I have any of the DLCs for that game. I need to get them. With that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Did they kill another guy? Like, counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. Summoning a demon bad? You try and get a peek over Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? You guys are children! Culinary school is supposed to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now you've upset them. Good. Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world, it takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. It doesn't hurt to use a little evil. Do drugs make a video game? Clearly it works. I mean, clearly. Here we are. You know that someone just got high as balls and wanted some KFC real bad. Finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. Oh, they were summoning demons. It's the same book I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop into the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're playing! Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van's meaty foot. Ugh. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzz. Womp. Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Oh, they made him mad. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone is completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. Yeah, there's an arena. Why would there be an arena? The professor is a corgi. Him have tired legs, cause him legs very small. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll renew the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Ren. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? Glass of water, dog biscuit, shimmering pepper. Let's go with that. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the dog biscuit, obviously. Mmm, milk bones. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message, ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh man. Come to and find everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure I'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. Stop wasting my time! Is everything a competition with you two? Yes? Yes. Well, not with me. I'm on a professional journey to learn. To love? To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some kind of portable monsters to capture or something? I see what you did there. I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Ren, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. It's so cute and tiny. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Sportsing? Sportsing court. It's not a sportsing court. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer! Just that huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Aroo! I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you get. My bestie can beat... My bestie can best the best of them. Sportsing, yeah, sports ball. With the ball and the goals and the field. Yes. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now this is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast, if the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Oh, is this actually about to be time? Hang on. I wasn't prepared for sportsing. Temperature does water boil at? 100 degrees Celsius. That's right, but how would you have gotten into the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly! Let that enticing offer motivate you. Oh my god, I must win this contest! Must rub belly. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. 11 herbs and spices. That's right, you might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude? Yay, that's right. You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick the pace if you want to survive. Ashley can suck my dick and balls. Sort of Berserk, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. That will definitely help with Gwen Kitty's vet bills. So thank you so much. Your child, your father told you never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. I literally didn't even read the responses on that one. I just went for it. Aroo! Try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. The sound of success. Sizzling. Wrong! Don't make me get the spray bottle. Fuck. Okay. Next question. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Ren. Thanks, Colonel. He's actually cheering you on. Which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. On a horse. How many spoonfuls of... all of the answers for Colonel Sanders. Really. Grrr. Stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! Oh man, his shirt opened and his chest is exposed. Gwen do better. Gwen is doing much, much, much better. Yes. She's still kind of working on putting weight back on, I think, but she feels like she's regaining some of her weight, and she's eating fine. She's drinking fine. She's getting some of her strength back. So much, 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 much better. She's pretty well back to her normal self, which is amazing news. You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. Sorry, I forgot the question. Does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Word. Might not have any hands, but Ren does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by doing it the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Do I turn the mixer off first, or do I just try and, like, dodge the mixer blade? I'm gonna break my fingers, is what's going to happen here. No! But you're not fast enough and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Awesome. I'm nailing this competition. So good. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. I have embarrassed my future husband. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. This battle is over. It can't be! I was so close to finishing my dish! Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad, and here I am with a completed dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two, and on account of Ren's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Ren to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places a sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. I think that mostly just me and this girl are thirsty for Chicken Daddy. Everyone else is just kind of along for the ride. I'm gonna internalize my rage because we're not a thing yet and I don't want to overstep boundaries. Just push it down. Rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames! Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. And they fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester. Perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Well then. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. Yeah, what indeed? Indeed. He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try and hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Fill your fryer? Is that a euphemism? And for what? Failure is part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? No! Because you're perfect, so you never fail anything ever! You treats like Gwen Kitty. Gwen Kitty. Wouldn't he fill your fryer? Hey, you know what? I don't know what he's into. You're not a Gwen Kitty, you're a Siggy Kitty. Oh, there's the Gwen Kitty. I will have to give treats to the Siggy Kitty too, because I will feel like a butthole. Yes, both kitties can have treats. I can't just give one kitty treats. That would be rude. Come here, baby. You want a treat? Come here. Siggy does not like being held, though, so I will not be able to pick her up and give her treats like I do with Gwen Kitty. For meow. Come here. Come here, do you want these or not? BB.
She says, thanks for the treats, Horcrux. I'm feeling much better now. You still got 2 more. You gonna eat the other ones? You go. 1 more. There you go. Good girl. Good job eating your treats. No. Sigrid. Oh, bye, Gwen. I don't know where Siggy went. I was gonna give her treats too. She is the sweetest baby. Sigrid. Oh, jeez. Siggy, hey. Sigrid. All right, let's see if I can get her to hop up. Sigrid! Hey! Siggy! Me? Want a treat? Me? Can't aim. I put them on the floor for you. You missed a couple. Ziggy. There we go. Treats for the babies. You're so cute. All right. Back to seducing the Colonel. Where were we? Ah, yes. Failure is a part of life. I'm Colonel Sanders. It's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. It wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school. Incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. Drugs. We were doing drugs. Yeah. We were doing drugs. We were tripping balls and thinking about chicken. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would ever deter me, giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster! Borko? It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know what it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. Glad there are no hard feelings. Can I help you, Sigrid? Glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no. I was a golden retriever. But I was still a student, until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? I can't do that voice anymore. It's hurting my throat. Precisely, I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Thanks, Borko. Sounds like there's some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Right, together, I am sure we can defeat them. Back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Ooh, you're a hideaway. Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. It's lovely. Oh my god, baby, him at the goatee still. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Giggity, indeed. He's got his cock out. You can't really see it because it's covered by my camera. Anyway. Looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy, or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? I'll share it. We're having a moment here. This is weirdly tame for this game. I know, right? Anyway. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. That's kind of weird, but okay. Yeah, whatever makes you happy, Colonel. Sure. Could offer to make it more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. That would be rude. We should not do that, because we will get caught and it will ruin our chances. Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to snoop. I'm obviously gonna look at his cock. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. He has an actual live chicken on the table. Oh, taxidermy. It's not a live chicken. He has an actual dead chicken on a table. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Little note clipped to the... Went straight for the cock. Yep, straight for it. No chill. True state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Okay. I'm fascinated by the baby with the goatee. The adorable baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure this must be Colonel Sanders himself. He just popped out of the womb with a goatee. Just straight away. Maybe it's a drumstick he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Oh, Gotti! Well then, is that an urn? That is an urn. There's a plaque on it, it's dusty, inscription. Love to have a baby with a goat. Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Why does this have the same energy as Squidward going to leave flowers in front of a headstone that says, like, my hopes and dreams? Same energy. Poor guy. Oh, that door just opened. I'm gonna look at this comb. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. It's actually made of spun silver. It's not just silver in color. Okay. Weird. What kind of scented candle you got here, Colonel? Power tool? Same energy, slightly less depression. Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? Nice. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. Camel.
His legs look tiny. He used to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices? Old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. That is not what's happening in that photo, but okay. Sure. There's not a drumstick in sight. Short description. I wonder who my friend Pete is. What's out here? You gaze out the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Just then, the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? I open the window a crack and see the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. Alright. This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. Oh, it's a safe. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? No! No, it cannot! Please don't try that! You will kill people. Please no. Please don't do that. And why is that what's in your safe? You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Naturally, because what else would I do? The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent. Say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I got cold. There was a ghost, so I opened the window to get the ghost out, but then it was cold, and you don't have a blanket on the couch, so I borrowed your jacket. I hope that's okay.
Aw.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! I tell him you're cold. I am a genius. I don't know if that's actually the choice I should go with. Let's just be truthful here. I have developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Ren? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Yeah, staying the night at his house. That's taking things slow. Dream sequence! Ah, yes, more flying chicken. Zzz. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Redacted. In some jurisdictions, redacted isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? You should think you're psycho if this game wasn't clown shoes, he would. Correct. But I think he's also psycho, so... maybe he's a bad judge of character. I don't know. I think everyone in this town is a bad judge of character. Thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Is it chicken biscuits? God, I hope it's chicken biscuits. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Ah, fuck yeah, it's chicken and biscuits. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! Yes. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh, right, of course. Yes. Naturally. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I want to be a dick and take him down a peg, but I feel like that's not the move here. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Also, that's not what I had in my— yeah, just play into the crazy. Just steer into the skid, you know? That's just— he's clearly into crazy, so we're just gonna be crazy. That's the move. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. Yeah, that's the way to handle a situation, is to just— gone. Still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay. I was just— but now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic eye. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Yeah, skydiving, that's a hell of a first date. Okay. Did you just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much. Okay, shut the fuck up and let me tell you about my night. Because I did not go skydiving. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. Yeah. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection— wowzers. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. Yay, best friends forever. Oh, these two again. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact because he has half of a brain cell and it's not firing at all times. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's your swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away. I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Hee. Sprinkles is a dog and a tweet. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school? There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Yeah, please don't beat up a horse. Please don't. You've got some nerve, Ren, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. I never said that you should pick on a horse. Listen. You know what? we graduate after today, and then I'll have to deal with either of you fuckos ever again. So, anyway, twisting my words. I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury for dude. Hi, Fit. Welcome to Crazy Town. Shit's weird, dog. How's your night? Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday, I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. This is not what I expected when I voted, but I don't know what you did expect. What else would it be? Of course it's this! What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Phrasing? Are we still doing phrasing? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Ren. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Okay, listen. Fried chicken dating? No, Colonel Sanders dating sim. Trying to date the Colonel by means of fried chicken and mashed potatoes and coleslaw. Maybe I'll make mac and cheese today. Is that how I'm gonna win him over? Because that is how someone would win me over. Is with mac and cheese. Everyone knows that's the way to everyone's heart is mac and cheese. Anyway, maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Ren. Okay. Bye, I guess. Just go fuck myself. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. Yeah, right? Mac and cheese. It's the way. This is the way. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you received from yesterday and start... You recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Words are hard. Whoa, that's the book? It looks like bad news. Look, I don't tell you not to read the Chickenomicon when you find it on the ground after you fight a spork monster, so you don't tell me not to read the Chickenomicon when I find it on the ground after fighting a spork monster. If I didn't already have a migraine, I'm just the thing that did it. Oh no, Fit. Something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? Just look at all that glitter! And rhinestones. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. This is clearly an emergency! My not boyfriend is walking into the school building with a different girl that is not me. That's an emergency. Use this spell here. It says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. No! Don't eternal sunshine yourself. That's not the way to do this. Oh, Lord. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else? Like, anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No. I'm not doing that. It's a level of girl logic I cannot understand. Yeah. Take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. Why am I red? Are you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up a rather important point. Thank you, Ren, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! Oh, I am sad! Miriam, what did you do? Think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. She is, I don't know about in love, but she went on one date with a robot, and that date was skydiving, and apparently it did not go well. So, here we are. I don't know, you shouldn't be surprised. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Is it high school? I think it might be a college. I don't know. It's janky. They have 3-day semesters. It's weird. Anyway. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Ding. Oh no, his eyeballs popped out! Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone else tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Oh well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Why'd you get it trademarked if you're still working on it? Anyway. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. Okay. Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustrations is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. But that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. Is it mac and cheese? I hope it's mac and cheese. This is it. The location of your final challenge. Test of will. Test of courage. Test of talent. A chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed man-man, and his evil-er counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Ren's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Ah, yes, I knew he was coming by the cherry blossoms drifting through the air, ruining my pot pie. Ren, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. Big into visualizing success, looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide it's time for you to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Okay, fine! I was making a pot pie. You got me. Doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's a neat superpower, to be honest. It's a long way to be able to smell a pot pie from. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. Yeah, all butter, no other ingredients. Flour, don't need it. Just butter wrapped around chicken and goo. This canon KFC universe. I don't know. Maybe? Possibly? I don't know. Hey, Austin! Welcome in, Raiders! How was The Witcher? Goo. Yeah, are you telling me that goo isn't what's in the middle of chicken pot pie? Goo and chicken and vegetables? Because I'm pretty sure it's goo. Just saying. And we welcome in Raiders. How is your night? Think of it as goo. No. Okay, it's gravy, I guess. Is that better? Gravy is basically meat juice goo, but... Anyway, why is Playa taking advantage of that stuff? Don't ask why Playa's doing anything ever. There's never a reason. He just does. There's no pot in your pie, just goo. Yeah, no pot, only goo. Goo pie. With an all butter crust. No flour, only butter. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Forgot where I was. Yeah, right? Anyway. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Will. I appreciate it. Did you make much progress on The Witcher tonight, Austin? Ah, no, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Oh no, I gotta pull it out! Nope. That's The Witcher for you. That bitch long. Moment of truth. Yo, that pot pie looks real good. Starting 3 next week. Wow, that's early. Oh, not starting at 3, starting with the third Witcher game. You're just gonna skip right on to the end there, huh? Food Wars. I'm trying to seduce Colonel Sanders with my chicken pot pie. I mean, 3 is definitely going to be more your style than 1 was, and 2 is... frankly, I thought 2 was more difficult to get through than 1, so... Fair. Advice to skip, and honestly, I mean, they're old games. Like, they're still good, the story's great, but they, like, the graphics have not aged real well, and the gameplay is kind of weird, specifically the combat system. One is rough. I mean, the story's good. The gameplay's rough. It's fine. There's a reason why I never finished it when I started it on stream. Like, I had already played through it once at that point, and I mean, granted, I have game ADD like a motherfucker, but anyway. Struggling to find followers, nothing was happening. Yeah. And, like, at least 3 is pretty and stuff. Like, it will be much better. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. Hey, who said you could have some? Did you just eat that without asking? Rude, sir. Rude. Always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lay down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. Yeah, exactly. 1 is more lore accurate, 3 is more fun. That's a good description. Yeah. You need more action and chaos. Alright. Time for cook-off. It is a corgi. That's my, my professor. It's my cooking teacher at my 3-day university. With a battle cooking arena that looks a lot like freaking Iron Chef. Chaos is always a need. Yes. Cook-off time. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes to... Yes, I've been saying I need to make mac and cheese. Gonna wreck it. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top self. I mean, that's okay, because the last time we were in the arena, Van killed a guy, so... I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win, because that's clearly how you graduate from cooking school, is by winning. And no other reason. So... yeah, no questions. You won't get answers. It won't happen. Hi, Siggy. Never seen a Colonel Sanders that looked like an anime hot dog. Well, you have now. He exists in this game. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Van did murder. Yeah, he undercooked some octopus, served it on a battle axe, and then somebody ate it and died. They ate the octopus, not the battle axe. Though eating the battle axe probably also would have killed him, but that wasn't what did it. It was the octopus. Moving on. There we go. Anime heartthrob Colonel Sanders has made an appearance. Seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, fried chicken. Could do extra crispy original recipe fried chicken. I'm just saying. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Yeah. Egg wash. Oh no, he said wash. Oh no. Oh, we can't romance him anymore, guys. He said wash. I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to go to cooking school anymore. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend? Baster blaster. That sounds inappropriate. Moving on. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Maybe not rock and roid. Why wash bad? I don't need to tell you why wash bad, Panda. Don't ask questions you already know the answers to. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Why does Colonel Sanders look like a Pokemon gym leader? Because everybody in this game looks like a Pokemon gym leader. Van does look like he's from JoJo. That is valid. Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all! Warsh is better than not Warsh. Everyone stop saying Warsh! I'm having a bad time. Self-destruct. Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No! Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? Come on, do it the hard way! Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Nailed it! Yeah, Ashley. Yep. No, I'm not using the Chickenmancy! We are putting the Chickenomicon away! We're not opening the Chickenomicon. I've seen Evil Dead, I know how that goes. No, no, no. See, look, Colonel Sanders believes in me because I didn't use the Chickenomicon. Right, notice this too. I've always believed in you, Ren, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient! However, neither of you know that Colonel Sanders made that first ingredient up to throw you off the trail of his secret recipe. Well, the boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up in a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. What was that, that you were saying about, telling her the secret ingredient not gonna bite me later? It's fine. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? I can't do the Spork Monster voice. I already did it too much. It's making my throat hurt. I can't do it. We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you've conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Haha, yeah, you guessed it, sort of. If you're here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I'd fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. To summon the extra power from deep down within myself to make the best mac and cheese this world has ever seen. I'm not dropping out of culinary school. I can do it. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm going Super Saiyan. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Ren, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Get out of here, ghost of student. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Fuck! Don't worry, dear Ren. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Yeah, the music's how you know it's getting serious. It's getting real. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Yeah, he doesn't follow the rules because he's a bad boy. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting? If we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union. Chicken tender mac and cheese, let's go! Time's up, students. With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? Yeah, right? It said no rules. Colonel Sanders doesn't follow the rules that don't exist. That's how much of a bad boy he is. From off screen, you hear a pure... From off screen? Pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hee, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh, he got an atomic wedgie. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. I'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students! Please, collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow. 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Such a teeny, tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy-bitsy bowl. Yes, Chef. Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Wish that wasn't worded the way that it is. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. You have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. Uncomfy indeed. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with so much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Ren, for helping me believe in myself. Van Van, you're up. Now, describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. That looks owie. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different color type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. Bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? My brand! Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this! It keeps poking my tongue! Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Get fucked, Van Van! Dejected, Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now, describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. I mean, that's cute, but it looks complicated. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ears or something, Ren? I told you it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. Tastes like butt. If a food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. Yeah, she's awful. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know a high-end cuisine if it cooked you! With that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Hey, live your truth, Ashley. If you're gonna be a bitch, be it loud and proud. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. This class gets much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. That actually looks really good. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away. In my 49 years of dog life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. We turned the dog into Oprah. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Haha! They've discovered that my secret ingredient was LSD! You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Plot twist, dog is allergic to cheese. Whoopsie! When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Yeah, I know. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. Cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive, high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Oh, oh, oh! Yeah, famous bowls are great. They're fantastic. You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains, and made an outfit change, and Van Van has the shortest shorts I've ever seen in my life. Which you can't see, because my face is covering it up. Hang on. They're very short. He's like a medium-sized breeze away from like a major fashion faux pas. For a moment, you actually believe them. Very short. Very, very short. Not another haunting. No ghosts are allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. This has happened before? I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh. Amusing. Now that everyone is together... It's a Spork Monster! He is totally mellowed out. Hey everyone. Spork Monster is no more. From now on, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. The Party Monster! Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Oh, man. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Gee, I wonder who it could be. Is it the dude that rode into school on a horse? Product do you think Van Van uses to keep his hair in that star all the time? Dude, so much. So much product. It's Pop. He arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Oh. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Yes, a horse. Colonel Sanders rode to school on a horse. Like a goddamn Old Spice commercial. Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma. So we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. I don't get it. His dad is the dean, so he just gets to wear a crown. Deans aren't royalty. Anyway. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. What? Okay, anyway. Music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. Yeah, that's the understatement of the century. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Ah, yes. The cherry blossoms, of course. He's wearing a t-shirt. What? I don't know how to feel about this. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. I feel like this whole game is just an elaborate KFC ad. The end? What? What? The end? That's so weird that it froze for all of you guys, because your chats are still coming through. I definitely still have internet. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay, good. Well, Fit's still able to see. How is... How end? No, it's not the end. Oh, okay, great. Everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner. Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. There's no date. Yeah, not... There was, like, one singular date. Does everyone need to... Alright, dance floor. Friend, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just... waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. I wonder... Might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Yeah, right? Everyone else for the dance looks nice, and Colonel Sanders is just in, like, a plain-ass white shirt with a pocket. It bothers me greatly. Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Red. How sweet, we'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? What a dick! I made that good-ass mac and cheese. I made that good-ass coleslaw that he liked so much. I made that good-ass pot pie. Okay. Fine. Fine, Colonel Sanders. Fine. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school. Oh, my dear friend. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. Careful or turn into a car if you aggro. Yeah, I mean, that is a superpower. He'll turn into a car that he will also be riding in. That's how he do. The end. Well. That was an experience that we all just had together. So, there you have it. I love you, Colonel Sanders. Finger licking good dating sim that had no dating. I'm left with more questions than answers. I'm mad that they made Colonel Sanders hot and then you don't even actually get to date him. But I guess I feel like my life has come full circle since I started my stream journey with this game on my first channel, like, almost 4 years ago, and then now I finally came back and finished it. He was a dick. He was a dick, and I also want to fight him. I wish that was part of the game. I want to punch you in the face, Colonel Sanders. That should be the sequel. So... I don't know what to do with my life from here. Real question, do you want some KFC now? I mean, yeah, I kind of do, actually. I could go for a Famous Bowl right now, and I feel like that was the real purpose of this whole game, was to make me want to go eat KFC. And it was successful in that, so... good job, KFC. I still don't think that your marketing is as unhinged as Wendy's, but... you made a weird dating sim, and I played it. So, you done did it. No, we don't talk about the Double Down. That thing was an affront to God and man. Using a chicken as bread on a sandwich ain't right. Oh, jeez. Well, I don't know. I don't think I really have anybody to raid tonight. Honestly, my brain is so fried that I don't think that my 2 brain cells have the capacity to raid anyone anyway. So I think that for tonight, we're just gonna be like, cool, this was the thing we did together. So. Not screenshots, take snapshot of both screens, so of my hours they needed and hot Colonel Sanders was on the other. That's fantastic. Yeah. That's it. I don't have anything else. So, thanks for going on that super duper weird journey with me, guys. I'm glad that we shared that trauma together. Good street. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's accurate, but it was something. It was an experience that we went through. So, thanks for sharing the trauma with me, guys. And we'll see you guys I don't know what day yet. Wednesday, maybe? Wednesday, maybe. We'll go with that for now. So, thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you all real soon. Bye!